to let me know. Should I stay or should I go?
Today for my Let's Play academic video, I'll be focusing on Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4 is a first-person shooter video game set in an open world. The story was inspired by a 10-year-old Maoist insurgency in Nepal. The basic plot of the story is after the death of the protagonist's mother, Ishwari, he returns to his home country Kairat to carry out Ishwari's final wish by scattering her ashes in a place called Lakshmana. Far Cry 4 has a very thoughtful aesthetic showing around the environment that they created for the game reflects Nepal. Being from India, I can say that they have done it really well. Let's talk about the settings in the game, where we have missions, options and more. It lets you start from last checkpoint, restart mission, resume. And in options, we got general options, where you can change the difficulty, weapon tag and reset outpost. Reset outpost is the dynamic feature of this game, where you capture an outpost or a fortress, it leaves your mark in the game and you earn money from there and get new jobs for the game. So it's really important to capture outposts in the game. Talking about interface, this game lets you tamper with interface depending upon the user preference, what you want to see and what you don't want to see in your screen while playing the game. Do you want to have a tutorial of the game or not, depending upon the user. If it's a new user, he definitely wants to have the tutorials on for better controls. And this is the place where the antagonist introduces himself properly to this guy, who he is and why he is brought here.
Again, terribly sorry for what happened before. This is more what I had in mind. So, fresh start. Introductions. Ajay Gale, our guest of honor. Paul, our very gracious host. The little monkey, whose name I still don't know. And I, of course, am Pagan Min.
How much do you need?
All of it. Thank you. Here we go. All right. This with a smile. That's you. That's me.
It is very interesting how they introduce the characters in the game, as you don't have to read about them or there's a background narrative, but instead the characters themselves, they interact with you, they talk to you in the game and they introduce themselves, telling who they are, what they do and everything like that.
The time I saw Ishwari was years ago. She told me she loved me. Women, they can do that. They can tell you they love you in a moment and mean it. Men, on the other hand, no, men only really love you in hindsight. When too much distance is built up. So, when your mother decided to flee to the United States with you on her hip, I couldn't help but blame myself. Then I realized...
Following this kind of introduction to the characters in the game makes it really challenging for a free-to-play, non-linear narrative where users have to make their own decision, and according to their decision the game moves on and the story builds up. So it really becomes challenging for the player to realize whom should he trust in the game in order to accomplish his missions.
Ajay Gale, you'll love this part. Help. A text for help. You don't text for help, you cry for help. So come on, you're gonna cry for help. You're gonna do something, you're gonna do it right. Here we go. Go on, cry for help. Cry for help. Help? Oh, pathetic. No, cry for help. Help! You mean it, boy. Help!
After this scene ends, the antagonist leaves you, telling you to wait and he'll be back. And if you wait there and do nothing for some time, there's an Easter egg ending where the antagonist takes the protagonist to the place where he wants to go and lets him scatter the ashes in Lakshmana. That is the place where and protagonist's mother wanted her ashes to be scattered, and the game ends them practicing target shooting on normal people. But if you leave from there, then you actually enter the game and finish it till the end. As we go closer or move ahead in the game, every time the game pauses and shows you the basic controls that you need in the specific doing specific tasks. Like it says T to throw rocks and distract enemies, and it shows you how the enemies detect you and how will you know about them detecting you with this bar. If it reaches to its extreme point, they start firing at you. It's asking you to press C to crouch to be less visible and less noisy. So we press C, we hide in the bushes. As you can see, they're talking about checking the bushes. So I throw rock pressing T, and they got distracted, which I can say is really great AI. Oh shit. Taking him down. The secondary mechanics of the game lets you learn about many things, like how to use some items that you acquired in the game. For example, bait, how do you skin an animal, and how do you use those skin to craft something, some item that you might require as you move on in the game.
Everyone keep your eyes open. I will find you. Up there! Up there! Go! Go, go, go! Where are you hiding? Coward! Solo! Surrender! Now!
It's an open world game. It lets you tamper with its position, and it's non-linear. And not only being a non-linear narrative, but also you can choose your paths of going towards a direction. You don't necessarily have to follow a certain path like in other games, and then you have these reward systems in between where you can just, and then they show you which like controls to use if you have turned on the tutorial for this game. If you're a pro, you don't need to, but I've turned it on so that it makes it easier for people to understand this video. This game is filled with uncertainty and surprises. Like for this scene, I see a bear attacking me. I attacked this post, but I was unaware of facing a bear in this situation. And it is really important to kill him, or because you need to move forward from the same way. You can't move if the bear is there. He'll kill you somehow. I run out of bullets, have to find some. Okay, I got some. Now, all I need to do is kill the bear. This game was really thoughtful about its economy. The economy is not, you just don't find economy in this game only, but you also, like, you're kind of skinning this bear out and keeping its meat. It might be used for crafting certain items that you require in the game.